In this video, I'm going to cover how to upload a custom firmware provided by DroneBlocks to your Crazyflie NRF chip. The NRF chip is a Nordic semiconductor chip, and its sole purpose is to allow communication with Crazyflie with both the Crazy radio and over Bluetooth. Now, if you're familiar with the DroneBlocks web app, we use Bluetooth to communicate. We encourage you to simulate all of your code first and then make a Bluetooth connection. But the problem becomes when you power up multiple Crazyflies, and if I go to my Connect menu, let's say that you're in a classroom environment, you're going to see multiple Bluetooth devices listed as Crazyflie, and it makes it incredibly confusing to determine which one you want to connect to. So this video is going to walk through downloading our custom build of the NRF firmware, uploading it, and then we'll be able to identify each Crazyflie with a unique name. The requirements to be able to achieve this are: one, you need to make sure to have the Crazyflie client installed. That is done via Python. I'm going to walk through that. And then obviously you need to have your Crazy radio attached to your computer via USB. I've created a standalone directory on my computer now. I have the client already installed in a different project, but I'm going to demonstrate how we do this with a virtual environment. That just helps us keep things isolated so we don't have any conflicts with other software. So I'm going to run python-m venv space venv. Now, in some cases, you might need to run Python 3. My version is actually 3, but it's set up so that I can run just Python. Okay, let's go ahead and activate the virtual environment on Windows. It'll be a v./venv scripts activate. And you'll notice here that I'm in my virtual environment. If you're on a Mac, your command will look something like this from your directory: source venv bin activate, and you'll know just by the green text on the left. So that's for Mac users. And the next thing we'll do is install the Crazyflie client. This is a pip package that goes out to a repository when we do the install and downloads it, so it makes it super simple. You pip install cfclient, and you'll see a bunch of packages get installed and everything will be set up for you to run. Before we get on to flashing, we need to make sure that we have the firmware. So there will be a link beneath this video to this drive, and you'll be able to download it to your machine. With the firmware downloaded, I'm going to now take my Crazy radio, connect it to my PC, and the next step is I'll go ahead and go back to my terminal. Let me just clear this to make it easier to see, and I'll just type cfclient, hit tab. That will do auto completion for us. After a few moments, the Crazyflie client will boot up. The next thing that I'll do is I'll power up my Crazyflie. We'll wait for the little boot or propeller sequence. I can scan, connect. I'll move Crazyflie. We can see that everything's updating. I'll select connect and then bootloader. And then we want to go down here to flash from firmware source and select from file. I'll browse, and you'll see here the zip file that I just downloaded. Go ahead and select open, and then I will select program. You should see the status show that the firmware is being uploaded. You'll notice the little LED indicator blinking and the rear two LEDs alternating in blue. It's rebooted. We've seen the initiation sequence, and it will do one more update and restart. So now our firmware has been updated with our modifications. I'm going to close out of the client, and then I will click connect again. You'll now notice that your Crazyflie has a unique address, and so that will show up each with a unique address. If you have multiple, we encourage you to create a little label with the name or maybe the last 4 digits. Put them on top of Crazyflie so that when you connect, you know exactly which drone you're connecting to. So I hope that was useful. You can always reach out to support or find us in our Discord server. And until next time, thanks for watching.